How's it going, everyone?
How you going, Brenny?
How's things, lad? Welcome back.
Good, man. Yeah, I'm barely able to walk, but we're here.
Honest to God,
Here in spirit.
Here in spirit.
Drinking spirits.
Drinking spirits, dying with flus and doses and everything else going. Happy New Year to you.
The very same to you.
And happy New Year to all our listeners out there as well.
I didn't think we'd make it this far, Brenny. We went to the New Year anyway.
Could be short-lived, we don't know.
Yeah. We're starting to get a bit of negative press there on the book face.
We're getting on out of a smart comment, but you're lucky you wouldn't mind them guys,
As Michael O'Leary says, there's no such thing as bad publicity, isn't that it?
Exactly right, lad. Yeah. They do all come out of the closet there or come out of the woodwork every so often.
So this is fine whiskey.
It's not something I'd probably stretch my own budget for, to be honest with you, but this is courtesy of the wife for the Christmas present.
Bushmills, 16-year-old.
16-year-old, man. Yeah. Oh, man.
And my God, is it nice.
How good is this stuff? So she got it from James Fox's up in Grafton Street in Dublin.
Lovely stuff.
You ever on their website or anything? Oh, but the holy jerseys, man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
My uncle purchased a few bits for me down the last couple of years up there, so fine spot.
Oh, the Lord Jesus Christ, man. Everything you could possibly think of, from whiskies, I think there's even wines, cigars, the whole name. So I got a bottle of this 16-year-old and my first ever proper Cuban Cohiba.
Wow.
With a little humidifier and everything, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, when we hit a certain milestone, then we'd have to get the cigars.
Disconnect the fire alarm.
Yeah, exactly. We'd have a nice run at it.
No, Jesus, it's been great stuff. How was the Christmas anyway?
All good, Brett. Nice and quiet. Our house, touch wood, escaped most of the flus and duck. Isn't that nice?
That is unbelievable,
isn't it?
Whoa, Peter! Holy jeez, that is savage.
The problem with that stuff now is, Brenny, right? Mm-hmm. It's not at all hard to drink, you know.
It's not one bit hard to drink at all.
It's as smooth as, isn't it?
That is unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And I was just thinking there when I'm holding my glasses here. I think my family might think I have a bit of a drinking prop. Every present I got this Christmas was either whiskey or whiskey glasses or decanters and all this.
Could be worse. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming is right, yeah. Come here, sorry. Christmas.
Got over grand. We escaped most of the flus and doses this year. So we were kind of nearly waiting with bated breath because it hit your house a little bit. Yeah, so. And yourself?
Grand, look, she was grand. One of those things you ate too much and drank. Didn't actually drink a whole pile, to be honest with you, but just, it was grand. I think I'm 90% chocolate now at this stage.
Good stuff. Okay, look, at least we have a couple of weeks to roll it off the last few weeks of the season. So, same as that. Now we went home for Christmas dinner. There was 22 or 23 of us at home.
Lord.
The mother's nearly did on an extension. I think she's talking about it conservatory maybe next year. So. Yeah, lovely. Just really nice time, nice and quiet. Really enjoyed it. Kids had a ball.
That's great.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, just the weather was shit, wasn't it?
The weather was shit, yeah.
But I think you're kind of guaranteed that for Christmas, aren't you?
Yeah.
You always get maybe the cold spell before, shy at Christmas, and then you could be February, January could be going
snow,
exactly. But look, that's the way it goes.
Did you go out shooting much over the Christmas?
Well, I was out, a bit of foxing, man. Still, a couple of foxing. Was out one day after ducks, went for a walk just locally here to a couple of old quarries and stuff after a couple of ducks. And was only done the one day in the World Club and that. So so a little bit, bits and pieces. Still haven't got back for a year. Going to get back. Definitely the next week or two because I don't feel it, man.
We've only got 5 or 6 weeks left, really.
Exactly. What about yourself? You out?
Went out brought the dog out for a run one of the days over the Christmas, just myself and the dog. And
new dog?
No.
The
new pointer, I told you, very, very timid.
Beautiful dog.
Oh,
we did. Oh, just
smashing.
Oh, man.
Really coming out of her shell now.
Is she, right?
Yeah, so have her, she goes out herself now, no lead now, and she goes out and takes a sprint around the garden, and she comes back to me and started doing it. I just wanted to try and introduce a few commands, just nice and steady without, because she, as you know, she was very nervous. Still is a little bit, but really coming over shell.
Grand,
so it's great.
Days, yeah. But she's young enough that she'll grow out at.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. I think she will. Yeah. But in fairness, pointers are timid enough anyway, aren't they?
They're placid.
Very placid and almost cautious.
Yeah.
Do you know, aren't they? You know?
By nature.
Yeah.
So she goes out and she was sitting on a little blackbird up on the Sure, next thing he took off and she took off after him like a bullet. So it's in her, so we just have to try and encourage it out a little bit.
Yes.
But without the just up around the club, we released the last of the birds just before Christmas, and poor Moran. It was I got my new shot cam, so I had it all set up and going to try it out, and I didn't get a pop on anything. Not so much as a hen or a cock got up. I trekked, I think, did a lovely actually walk, about 10 or 11k, but it was horrible conditions, kind of misty rain, and then it started to get a little bit heavier.
Okay.
It cleared off towards the time when I was nearly finishing up. So but the numbers are poor around the club this year. So we're hopefully, as I said, we're trying to correct that next year.
But sure, look, it's not something you can cure like that either.
No, it's just a process,
100%, without doubt. We were only talking about this like recently enough. Our numbers are probably the best they've ever been, and the birds are the best they've ever been, but that didn't happen overnight either, But
you've done a hell of a lot of vermin control.
It's unbelievable, like absolutely serious. Not just myself, like a lot of lads in the club, like there's a serious bit of vermin control I have to put into that.
You see what you get out what you put in.
100%. Like that's it. If like any lads that's whinging or crying or complaining about not enough birds, well, what did you contribute to it? Like,
well, that's the thing.
You know what I mean? Throwing your 50, 100, 200 euro membership, that doesn't cut it. Like,
no, not anymore. Like the especially with the numbers of foxes that are out there. It's just horrendous.
Man, it's unbelievable. Every time I go out here, I'm going into the field across the road from my own house here. Every night I go in there, there's a fox. Every night. And nearly every night I go out there, I get them. Do you know
and that's on top of there's a local man, as you said.
And he's absolutely
horrendous numbers are
outrageous numbers of foxes. So, absolutely outrageous. So they're definitely out
there. But look, well done, and we'll keep. So other than that, then we and it happened in the club, Bren?
Not major, to be honest. A couple of lads out there a couple of days over the Christmas. I think they all got on fairly well. I wasn't talking to them, in fairness. We went out there for obviously the competition, which we'll be talking more about now in a minute. But got myself a beautiful, I can never think of the name, melanistic hawk. But so no, there's still good birds around the place. And place is looking well. Serious amount of rain, that's fun. Jesus.
Yeah, the ground is wet.
Yeah, it is.
As I found out to my detriment. But the same as that now, the club is... there's the last couple of calendars now left. I think there's just over 20 calendars left. So try and get rid of them, get everything gathered up, and get it put. It's already designated towards a few different projects throughout the year. So the lads will be probably listening to this and saying, "Geez, what's he going to do now?" But a few bits and pieces there kind of lined up. So hopefully, get at that. We're talking about maybe another pen. But the big thing, I think, the big push, this year will be the vermin. It's just, definitely. We released 100 birds. I haven't taken a bird out of the club yet.
Okay.
So that's bad.
Okay. I think I firmly believe that you'll get your bird numbers up I'd be getting them as poles anyway. If you're building your pen, build it somewhere easy accessible. That it's not a day's work to get to it. Do you know what I mean? Easy accessible, make it as easy, like manageable as you can. Do you know, a good area as close to a roadway as you can. Plenty big, well predator proof. Obviously, you'll put the cover and the whole job lot on it. And I'd be getting them as poles, man.
That's what we've actually kept a couple back. So we've kept 5 or 6 cocks back.
Okay.
And we're going to buy a few hens now shortly. So we're going to run them in the pen. And one of the young guys is going to try and collect the eggs and incubate. And then we might just let a few kind of naturally breed as well if the conditions allow. So that's the first stage of it. We're going to have that running as a kind of a trial, which we'd like to get going anyway. And then obviously we're releasing 8 or 10 poles then, or 8 or 10 hen pheasants that'll be around the club as well, which is no harm. And we're going to buy some poles then early doors. And that's why we have a small, we actually have 2 pens, one small little pen and a decent sized pen, and we're going to hopefully add one more.
Excellent.
So we'd have some for the poles, some for the breeding.
Yeah.
And then because it'll be the first year doing it, we're still keeping a bit back to buy some adult birds as well.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm trying to I don't want to get poles. Yeah. If we buy poles and it goes wrong, it'll be on my head, and I'll be the fecker that affect the shooting. So,
but sure, look, I know, yeah.
But like we're trying. It's 100 birds we've put out this year. I'll hopefully be aiming to at least double that.
Great.
If not a bit along with it. So, but we'll see how it goes.
Great stuff. Yeah. When do you start, like say, doing your work in the club? Do you wait till the season's out?
Yeah. So we'll. I'm looking again. Last year everyone was kind of left last minute. We want to try and just have a little bit more structure this year.
Yeah.
Do at least a fox drive every month, and then I'm hoping then with the rifle new setup I'll be able to go up and maybe bring up 1 or 2 lads with me then.
Yeah.
Go out foxing regularly during the summer and that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. What's your gun club's rule on that? Like for vermin control, is it still just club members that do it?
Yeah, still club members. Yeah. But even within that brand, we've some. Look, I know it's hard, but there's probably the same couple of lads are doing it the whole time, which it gets tough when the same lads are doing the vermin control that are doing the work in the club as well. No, it gets hard.
Just
I've said it in front of the lads. There's lads. There's no secret. The lads they're not doing it. Know who they are. So there's no secret. So it is what it is. But we'll be definitely looking. I think I'll be calling a meeting just after the season finishes and say, look at this is not as simple as just throwing your membership and you can keep your membership if you're not going to do any work.
Absolutely.
It's not
fucking hell no.
Nobody particularly has time.
Yeah.
You just have to make a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And there's loads of options. You can go out lamping at night time. If you don't have time during the day, you can go out at night time. You Sunday morning is normally our fox drive. So it's an hour or 2 at most. You know what I'm saying?
Set a couple of snares. Do you know what I mean?
You can do that.
Or set a couple of traps.
The traps, and we have ming traps as well. Just somebody could be over that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then obviously we've a lot of farmers that we keep satisfied with the grey crows and magpies. So and just actually Shane just before I think because Shane O'Neill actually asked me. He had pheasants lifted from his pen. I don't know whether you remember this. It was on Facebook there.
Yeah.
50 birds were taken. So he asked me just to keep an eye out. It was a couple of weeks back. I meant to say it in the last podcast, but that was obviously somebody who knew the setup. You would imagine.
Absolutely.
So if people knows anything about it, you can message the podcast or message Shane himself there. It's not on a lot of hard work and effort.
That's by Jesus. And I'll tell you one thing: any lad that was going to break into gun club and lift feds out, by Jesus, brave man.
Brave man,
I tell you one thing, brazen.
But so there's that element, and so we're hoping that this year we'll try and get. But Shane actually, that was my point. Actually, I got sidetracked. He was telling me just a few different things there, which we're going to discuss anyway, with the FO when it comes on. But you saying crow decoys are actually illegal, which I didn't know.
No, I didn't know either.
So he said as well, any form of electronic collar is illegal.
Okay.
Illegal.
Okay.
And if you're trapping grey crows or magpies, and it's not on farming ground with livestock, that's illegal.
Okay.
So just for any club members that are not aware of them rules, just be careful of them.
Be careful is the key word there.
I think, let's be honest, it's unrealistic, lads, to say that you can keep control of vermin without some sort of assistance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we all know that. But just as I said, everyone needs to be definitely careful and aware of them.
Aware of the regulations.
The regulations.
Well, if a lot of that's news to me now, to be honest with you. And if I knew that was it, or if there were certain protocols in place, you do them. But I think the big thing is we all need to be aware of them.
And look, a lot of these rules are they're not very readily accessible. As we were going to discuss some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
We've a list of stuff for the FO.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody else has any questions, and we'll definitely be taking them. So
definitely get them into us, yeah.
But other than that, just be careful. So then we're on to the
24-hour challenge.
Jesus Christ, man.
By Jesus, I tell you, some effort.
Yeah.
Right? I was thinking to myself naively before we started the challenge. I said to myself, right, so get out at 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll go down to the river, get me pike. As if it's as simple as that. Get me pike. I'll be home by 10 o'clock. Out to the gun club. An hour or two there. Get me pheasant. So I come home, chill out for a while. Back out at 7 o'clock in the evening. Fox in the bag. Happy days. Day was done. That didn't happen.
No.
That did not happen.
Mother Nature decided to throw a big spanner in the fucking works, didn't it?
A big spanner in the fucking works is right, yeah. So, I suppose my morning started anyway. We were up at Ross. A little bit of a change in the team, actually. Before it all kicked off, Gaza, I didn't realise he's not waterproof, so he decided he wasn't going to.
Yeah, Rob had said to me, I think... This is Rob's words now, not mine. He said, "Sure, look, he heard I was coming, so he said he'd stay in bed."
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Well, look, the man, he can't. I don't know. There could be truth in that.
We'll see.
We'll just have to wait and see. So, yeah, really good. One of my best mates, Ross McQuaid. He actually lives in London. Loves a bit of hunting and fishing and stuff like that. So he usually comes home every Christmas.
He won't be coming home next Christmas already.
He said, "Fuck, I'm not going to do that." But he usually comes home every Christmas, and we spend a couple of days hunting and that together. So it was grand. He came up and we headed out around 6 o'clock in the morning down to the River Boyne and went to get out of the van, and we met at about 50 hours and says, "No, go back," because it was fucking torrential rain. And I had the young lad with me, like. So we went back into town then and got a cup of tea and it kind of died off a while. Went back out and I literally had me Ricky the Roach, man, €14 worth of a lure, and first cast got caught up in an underground branch or something, and that was it. Nah, gone. So I was like, fuck this. So put on my second one, fished away with that for about another hour and a half, lost that one as well. So I was just like, no, this isn't happening. So that was it. So pulled plug on that, and then we said we'd go for a pheasant after that. But anyway, before we go on to that, what did you do? How did your morning start off?
The first, the similar to that, I was up at about 4:10. I'd everything set out the night before. Rob came over around 5 o'clock. And like that, it was, even loading the van with the gear, it was horsing down. So we had plans to go straight for the pike, as you know.
Yeah.
But it was pitch black between the dark black clouds and the hour of the morning.
Yeah.
So we said what we do is en route we divert in up to the back of the home place.
Yeah.
And see would it die off by the time we got up there, have a little peep, see if there's a fox jumping around.
Exactly.
And Rob, in fairness, he was jumped up on steroids, man. He's been unwell the whole Christmas.
Yes.
Literally only 2 days out of on steroids.
Jesus.
So fair play to him. I tried to keep him in the van, and I just had a peep around, put up the kind of eased a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of to a light shower, we'll call it.
Yeah.
So I got out and had a little peep around, took a bit of a walk, and in between the sheep, a pair of eyes.
Oh, cheers.
Gave a quick little bit of a hand call and darted.
Deadly.
So didn't get a shot at him. Went back up to another little spot again, all en route towards where we were heading. Had a little glance around that field, gave it 15-20 minutes, and no joy. And so on we went then to Leixlip. And again, the rain had kind of slowed. I think I was talking to you at that stage. It was torrential where you were.
Yeah.
It was starting. I thought, maybe it's starting to clear from us over to you. We might get the jump on you, you know.
Yeah.
And so it just died off, which is grand. So we got out, and I have a picture up on the thing, and literally as we were tying the rods, the heavens. When I say opened, it was like as if somebody had a bucket, and I had a lovely jacket, but my trousers, I didn't have the waterproof trousers. Silly mistake going fishing, obviously, but it came down off my jacket that quick that it wet from the two cheeks of my arse down to my ankles. And we were about a mile, about I'd say a good kilometre maybe from back in the van. So we were too far away to make a dart from back in the van. Just had to keep going. So we got the dead baits on, and of course we just had them on. Yeah, all the rods set up. It was a lot fuck this. We have to go back. It was just horrendous.
Yeah.
So we left the rods where the board were safe enough where we were, and just hit back to the van, and we had a cup of tea. I think I sent you a sandwich, a quick cup of tea.
Yeah. Ham
sandwich. Back out. We did dead baits, and then we did a little bit of spinning. And like that, first spin I threw out. Lost. So I was flavouring with the fucking Rob.
Yeah.
He was the man who was showing me all the he going to teach me fishing, and my first cast hit the wall the far side of the fucking
caught up on the fucking
bounced into a fucking bush or a briar that was after fucking
Jesus
Christ, yeah. So that was that gone. So we lost, I think, similar to yourself, 30 or 40 plays for the
man, was the fuck.
It was horrendous now.
Oh, yes, it was shocking. It was fucking cats. It was, yeah.
But we got, funny enough, the morning brightened up lovely then for a while. It was
grand for a while, yeah.
Yeah, and we got one bite. Rob got one bite. You could see the fucker coming up. I thought, Jesus, this is like something out there. You could see him coming up, taking a snap at the spinner, but didn't land him, so and that was the only bite we got on.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least you got one. I got fuck all. A little bit of something, but yeah, not major. No. Yeah. Oh man,
but we enjoyed it though.
So right, yeah. The one thing I got from it is the buzz. I'm mad. I literally, my New Year's resolution. Man, I'm not picking any of this, but I was starting up my van for work tomorrow, and as you know, my work brings me all over the country and maybe overseas on occasion with the van. But I have one shelf dedicated. I've got my rod, I've got my fishing tackle, and I've got my net and the whole lot. And that's when if I'm down the country somewhere in an evening, if I'm staying down there for a day or two, I'm going to go fishing in the evening.
Deadly.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
I have to say, this was my words to Rob there. So this is going to be like horrendous for every fisherman out there. But obviously, Rob picked up a few dead baits the day before, and.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Untethered and Wanderwise, where adventure has no age limit. We're your co-host, Heidi Brandist and Nikki Mahundro, and we're here to inspire and celebrate women over 45 who are embracing their independence and want to explore the world on their own terms.
I was there, geez, I can't understand this crack. I thought you have to buy a fish to catch a fish. You know, so, I was saying this to him, and he was looking at me like this, you know. But like that, when I was casting with the spinners and that, I just thought, I'd like this, because you're active, you know.
You're active, You're not just sitting there looking at float.
I'd like that type of fishing.
Definitely, yes.
So that really, if I took nothing else from the day, apart from the 2 sore legs I had, would be the I definitely want to get back to it.
100%, definitely, yeah. I agree with you, definitely. Make a plan for that going forward. Yeah, definitely. You can't beat it, you know.
It's a whole different world, you know, something that, you know, that can be, I suppose there's going to come a day when rough shooting won't be able for all, accessible to us all. So nice to have something a little bit more, you know, children.
Yeah, definitely. That you're not absolutely.
You can still get your bit of hunting in or fishing, whatever, you know.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So on you went.
On I went then. Yeah. So that was that. So we finished there around 10:30. what did we do? We finished there about 10:30, so then we went out to the gun club. Actually, I gave Gaza a shout in fairness. Gaza came up with us for a walk around the gun club because he had the dog. We were out there about an hour and a half, I'd say. Got our cock. Actually broke behind Ross. We were walking together and it actually broke behind Ross. Never let out a roll, no call, no nothing. Just literally broke about a ditch. And Ross let a roar at me, and I was there. I think it was like, you also have a shocker. Why are you roaring at me? But anyway, turned around and bang, that was it. He hit a shot and he was heading for the ground. Ross followed with a shot, but
no, game on. Funny you should say that, Ben. Like I rose a few cocks this year like that. I know croak out.
No croak out at all. Yeah, I don't know what the story is with that. Is that I don't know. That's the first one I think I've ever shot that didn't out on the immersion Jason Shore. I literally just got up and only for he was only maybe 10 yards behind us, maybe not even.
Yeah.
But only for Ross let out the roar at me because Ross was that little bit back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see him.
Seen him, yeah.
No, honest to God, genuinely wouldn't see him.
I've at least twice this year. Now again, they weren't in shooting range, but no, not a fucking creek out.
No creek out.
In the story that I follow, it's same scenario. So
yeah,
it's unusual,
weird,
isn't it?
Yeah, honestly, just like 100 a couple onto it. I don't know. Yeah, so that was it. Basically, that was it. Once we got the one in the bag, that was it. We didn't bother. We weren't going. I think Gaza actually had a really good day. He went down to one of the nearby rivers and he got himself a couple of. I think he got a couple of widgeon off it, I think.
Okay.
And Drake.
Very good.
So he got on well. So that was it. We wrapped it up there, and what did we do? We went to Mullingar then, and we decided to get some dead bait. So we went down to Wild Outdoors, I think they're called, in Mullingar, just over close.
Yeah. And
got some dead bait and a few bits and pieces, and then hit the canal on the way home in the Downs and stuck that out for a couple of hours, and still not right. And we were talking to a fella who pinpointed us a place to go, and he even sent us images of pike that he caught in that exact spot. And we were like, sure, this is it, man. A dead cert. Like, why did we not think of this earlier?
Yeah.
No fucking pike. No.
Yeah.
So that was that. What did you were out for pheasant then after that as well?
Yeah, so again, we probably, this was the mistake we made. Like, we had 5 minutes, I'd say 10 minutes maybe for the cup of tea, quick sandwich.
Yeah.
Back out spinning. And we were kind of course, once we got the bite, I would say, we had another spot earmarked.
Yes.
It was about an hour away. And we were worried about the pheasant because, Rob's not in my club, so I couldn't bring him.
I know, 100%. Yeah.
And
is it because he's not in the club, or is it because of that mustache he's wearing?
I didn't like to say it.
I just wasn't sure if it was. Yeah.
Well, it could be a bit of both.
It could be a bit of both, right? Okay.
I would have had some hope if you had a shave that thing, but or else a little bit of permanent marker, fill in the bits that are missing.
I can't talk, by the way. I have more grey and red in my beard. I'm like, I don't know what.
But so we, with the bite, you're kind of, should we hang on another bit? And we eventually ran out of spinners. What done us? But I think we left about 11:30, 12:15,
Which is okay.
And shot back. We had to get the dog and the guns. And just as we're going back towards where I dipped in for into a small field that we were shooting on, and we went over, there's a small little bit of a pond in the corner of it, and I said we'd have a little nip around it real quick, and with that, a couple of mallet got up. So I got a pop at 2, knocked one, missed the other one, and Rob had a worldie. I think I'll show up a video of it. I'll have a video of it. It was a lovely shot.
Was it? Yeah. Good man.
So we dropped one each.
Deadly.
And picked it up fairly quick and headed out then for the pheasant. And we trekked, man. And I had a couple of spots earmarked that I thought, we'd have a good bit of joy. So it was a crop field, cornfield.
Yeah.
It was obviously it was stubble, but it's normally good for put something up there anyway,
Yes.
Trekked around it again. The heavens opened and we halfway around the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And again, it wasn't just a shower; it was just horrendous rain. So probably not conducive again, But anyway, we kept going, and there's a corner of the field that's kind of a bit of a wooded area, but bramble, that kind of rough. I said I'd go in here. with a dog, and he kind of stayed on the periphery of it. And we trekked through, and next thing halfway through, the dog started to hunt like fuck. And next thing I heard a bang going off. I thought, jeez, he's after flushing something out the corner. And then I heard a second bang, so I knew it was a fox. So Rob knocked a vixen in the middle of the day, but that was about, I'd say 12:30, 1:15, maybe close to 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So yeah, knocked that, and then on we went then to down beside where my father's field is, and we trekked. I don't know, as longer than I can care to imagine, dude. I put up nothing. A couple of hens. Sorry, in one of the fields.
Okay.
But yeah, and again got another another fox.
Okay, yeah. But it just going back to the fox, it was like we said in the previous episode. It's not uncommon, like for lads who were saying, "Oh, I don't have the big rifles and that." There you go. You were out in the shotgun, you got your fox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and they're there. Because there was 100%. Two, like so. So we trekked on, and then there was a kind of a crop field not too far away, and so we were in there, and it was heavy going, man. I had to go through a ditch, of course, 2 wet feet. Got a couple of snipe.
Okay.
Again, I have a little video of that one. I knocked a nice snipe. Rob knocked 1 or 2 himself. And on we went, and nothing. And we were 3/4 around, and we're getting close to dark, and we said, look, we'd split up to see can we double our chances.
Yes.
Rob was going to make his way back to the van, collect the van, and collect me on the far side of the field. So when he was doing that, I trekked around with the dog, and he wouldn't be too familiar with the place where we were shooting, and so I took a knee to give him a call.
Okay.
And with that, the dog just ran kind of slightly to my left. I wouldn't have been going out there anyway. To my left.
Yes. Yeah.
And I looked over as I was on the phone, and he dived into a ditch, and a pheasant broke probably 80, 90 yards away from where I was.
Okay.
And I seen where he flew towards. So I said, and I was about a kilometre away from where Rob was due to pick me up. And daylight was quickly receding, fading.
Yeah.
So back up this fucking hill. Secretly flush him, no joy. Made my way back to Rob anyway, and of course Rob on the way back to me won the fields, which we do have permission on, but there was horses in it at this stage. And lovely, the finest owl cock you'd ever see in your days.
Yeah,
sitting up between 2 horses.
Oh jeez!
Looking out at us, you ain't getting.
Jesus.
And even gave a little bit of a crow because I had the window down. I said, look. And yeah.
Brilliant.
Drove around and I said, no, we'll check the far side where I can come in from another spot up. And here was, just as we pulled the van into the yard, a cock ran into just over a small little bit of a mound, far side, about 12-foot ditch. Up he went into it. And I thought, jeez, out with the 2 guns, out with the dog. And in we went, and I said to Rob, set him down. He went down about 20, 30 yards away from me. There was a kind of a gap in the field, and I was on where there was a passageway into the field, and I said, it's going to break. One of us going to get, either going to run towards him and break, or I'm going to get a pop at him. So we were both looking out in front of us, and the dog had literally ran. He was hunting. And with that, up the fucker gets over my back, left shoulder. And you want to see the height of this fella. I don't know how he got so high so quick. I remember even Rob said, commented, and he said, the fucking height of him.
No way.
But I hands up, I had 2 barrels on him and missed a bolt. So that just summed up my fucking day. 2 wet feet.
Okay. So you failed then?
I failed.
You failed, okay. Right, we'll just get that right. So
yeah.
Okay, right, that's all right.
I thought I had it on camera and I would have put it on, but the shot camera had gone dead, and that's not easy.
Here we fucking go.
Here we go. But because I to tell you the truth, I've had sleepless nights about that shot every day since. But anyway.
Can't be as bad as mine, man. Mine was the worst ever. The one video, remember that one I showed you where you missing the fucking Scotch. Oh, jeez. It's a fun, especially after all that, and you think, right, that's my only chance, like, you know.
I genuinely think with the way the day panned out, because we hadn't seen anything.
Yeah.
And I panicked. Took it way too quick.
Yeah.
I was way behind him.
Yeah, panicked.
Should have let him on a bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? It was literally over me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, anyway, look at...
That happens.
Unfortunately, it did.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But that would have rounded off a nice day. But look, we had a brilliant day.
Savage.
Hunting.
Yeah.
Brilliant days.
Absolutely loved every minute of it. It was brilliant.
Something close to 30 kilometres. You did something.
Yeah, we done. I think. Yeah, we done. We worked it out. It was 34,500 steps, and the Oaks. I think that works out over 27 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we came back, and you know me, I can't. If I get something to my fucking head, man, I would kill myself doing the path. But we came back after we got our pheasant. We got our pheasant, then we went to Bunnagarse, got our bait, went back fishing on the canal, fished there for 2 hours or so, came back home, got to dinner. It was dark, it was getting dark, so we said, right, come back home, literally threw the dinner into us, up to the room, rifle, all the gear ready, out to a couple of fields. I think I sent you the video of, there was one fox in particular, like the first field I went into, Isaac, a fox came across, but he came the opposite end of the field, the road side of the field. And you can see by the video, and I'll actually put up the video, you can see yourself. And it's just one of those things where you have to say to yourself, no, it's not safe to take the shot. It's just not safe. Yeah. He was running along a hedge, maybe 30 yards away from the actual road. But I wasn't going to take that shot nowhere because I didn't know if there was anybody going to be walking up and down anywhere, regardless whether there was or wasn't. Was not a safe shot to take, so I didn't put it. He was there, you can see him. He sat there, the finest, but I couldn't take the shot. So we says, right, so we kept walking, and then it kind of was in the back of my mind. It was like, do you know something, that could have been my chance now. You know, that could have been it now. This could fastly turn into a long night, like trying to get one, you know. So we walked for miles and miles, and went up to another farm just up the road, and that went to his field. And I have the collar, the blow collar. I got it from who did I get it from? Wild Hunter in Athlone. You know the one, it's like a bit of plastic.
Yes, yeah.
So I was heading out over the field, giving that a couple of blasts as I was making my way. Mind now, the wind was actually on my back, so I was like, don't know how this is going to pan out. Came out through a gap in the hedge where they had a drinking trough there for the cattle. Small gap. I went out over it first, had me rifle and had me shooting sticks, and just had me head torch, give a quick blast at the field, and just in the right hand corner of the field, just a little bit out from the hedge that I was standing at, fox sitting down. He was just sitting there and heard the squeak. Obviously, I'd say because he was kind of doing it, he hadn't got upwind of me. He wasn't actually in front of me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He was just standing there. So Ross was actually halfway out through the gap at this stage, and I said, don't make any noise, stay exactly where you are. And gave me a chance, got me sticks up, got me rifle up, and yeah, that was it. 117 yards, I think we measured him at. And that was it, bang. Fox was in the bike. So Ross was there. Ross had his way too with him. He kind of fancied a shot at it, maybe a rabbit or something. So we walked around the field, kind of done a big loop, came back. There was nothing else there anyway. So got back home to my house about 9 o'clock, 9:30, and as you would, decided we'll go back to the canal. So back to the canal, and man, the cold. And if there was Ross, man, he was kind of giving subtle hints, like going, just gone cold, isn't it? Jeez, you'd be tired, wouldn't you? He's like, yeah, should be glad. And we fished away till I think 2 o'clock in the morning. Still not to come and say, he's like, here, just call it quits. So ended up 2 out of 3. That was that was it. Like, you know what I mean? So it was
it's a tough challenge, Brian.
It was tough.
It's something that I think we got all sorts wrong. You know, obviously with the pheasant, you get your pheasant early doors.
Yeah.
It meant that we could go back at the pike. We had a good chance to get your pike, but we didn't get the pheasant. That kind of
it does, and as well as that, it's you realise how short the days are.
Oh, geez.
Do you know what I mean? Like
4:30 there now, you are losing light, like
losing light, and to be honest with you, before 8 o'clock in the morning, it's still pitch black. Still pitch black.
So you kind of have half eight ish
to
four
for your pheasant.
Yeah,
100%. You know, and Definitely, the one thing I definitely took from it is kind of definitely it sort of relit the fire for the fishing.
Fishing, yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah, and look, there's I think it reminded me kind of like the first day of the shooting season. There was a buzz the night before.
Buzz, yeah,
do you know
definitely, 100%. That's the whole idea. It was about getting lads out, and like some of the stories and stuff we got in, like they're brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah. Pictures of frying pans with sausages on them.
Exactly, and a bit of crack going too. You can see some lads, just genuinely were having a good old bit of crack in it. And determination. And I've mentioned it before, and I just definitely have to give a special shout out to Kim and Podge, the team royalty. Like you see the video of them out fishing, like you wouldn't. It was like something that you'd see on Deadly's garage out in the Barren Sea. Yeah. The fucking wind and the rain
howling
was outrageous.
I think Norman sent us the video as well, cursing us. Fuck you, your fucking challenge. And the wind howling, the rain beating. But like that, I think most lads there and the girls that did it.
Yeah.
There was a smile on their face as they were doing it.
100%.
And that was,
that's what it was all about.
And we'll make it a little bit bigger and better next year, hopefully.
Next year, 100%. Even going forward, we're going to have a couple of little things throughout the year. And that's what we want at the end of the day. We want to bring all the hunting community and fishing community together. And we can sort of be, I suppose, a medium to the whole lot. And get lads and women back out and fishing and hunting and out in the outdoors. And,
one thing that struck me, Bren, because there is a lot of female hunters out there, didn't have, apart from Kim, we only had one female hunter, so that's something that we should work on definitely, and definitely. And get more buy-in, more involvement from all angles.
Yeah,
a few things that struck me when I was kind of doing a bit of the advertising on the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I got on both sides of the community now, in fairness.
Mm-hmm.
Got like one of the fox hunters. This is a traditional fox hunting page,
Yeah.
On the fishing side, this is a pure angler
fishing.
Yeah. And I started saying, guys, like all our way, the way of life for all of us is under threat. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I was a traditional fox hunter, I would be aligning myself with any kind of traditional methods of hunting, be it the type style of hunting we do or fishing, because we're all in this together,
100%.
And they're going to be picking the low hanging fruit first. So coursing, they're at it.
Yeah.
Traditional fox hunting, they're at it.
They're at it.
So they're working their way around the periphery because they're the easy ones, the lowest numbers.
Yeah.
So if you want to preserve your way of life,
you
need to get rid of that
whole
snobbery stuff.
That whole shite, as if we're trying to impose on you and change what you're doing or something. Couldn't be. We're the opposite of that.
No.
Do you know what I mean? We're the complete opposite.
Last night, it's gas. Me and you were chatting about it. Now Legit there, like talking about a game. People love. We were on a poll on the favourite game meat of choice. Huge interest in it on both Facebook and Instagram. People message us with woodcock is the king.
And some of the recipes.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So your mouth would be watering, and one of the guys, I love the way the game clubs run. Game nights.
Yeah.
Now,
and I had actually messaged you.
Yeah.
I had said, I didn't even know this was a thing.
It's a thing.
This is a brilliant idea. I didn't even know this was a thing.
Getting excited. So our minds initially started to, where does this happen? Can we get down? Not to rob their food, and mind you, if somebody asked me, I would eat it. No problem. But to see what goes on would you? You're genuine. You'd know.
If you were genuine, if you were a genuine podcast, you'd know that this thing goes on. Like,
and that just like I think that there again, it's a negative to the com doesn't, because shooting a couple of pigeon, I think, is what he shot. It doesn't qualify in my book. No more than me shooting one or two deer qualifies me as a deer hunter.
Yeah.
But like, this is the kind of, what would you say, the shooter mentality that's out there.
Yeah, 100%.
We're under threat from all angles,
Yeah,
and here we are trying to put a nail in the coffin of a fellow hunter.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
ridiculous.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous.
You know, and there's almost this air of snobbery in some aspects of the community. You know what I'm saying? That we are above one level, or we we don't walk with a gun. We ride horse, or we don't hunt with a gun. We fish. You know, like we're, you might not understand it, but at least respect. We're all in it together.
100%. Without fucking, I think we all have one common thing that we love the outdoors.
Absolutely, yeah.
We enjoy being out to whatever, sitting on the bank of a river, a canal, hiking a mountain after a deer, or laying in a stubble field after a couple of rabbits, or whatever the case.
Yeah.
We enjoy that because we love being outdoors.
Yeah.
It's not only what we're harvesting; it's what we're seeing. So. Less of the shade, like we're all in this together. So.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, you want an argument, we'll give you an argument. But that's not what we're here for.
Not
on top of that, Brad, I think me and you spoke about the last time we were fox hunting. Like, how many more years is left in this gig? You know, will our sons and daughters be able to do what we're doing?
Yeah,
or will our grandkids be able to?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I talked to when I came home from the challenge. Half's cousin had come over for the day when I was out and with a couple of kids and we're getting a bit to eat, whatever. And her dad passed away a couple of years ago, Mark, Lord of Mercy. It would have been a good mate of mine and I would have been shooting with him a bit,
right.
For a very good man, knowledgeable man to have around. And I was talking to her about a few stories, that the last time I'd shot in one of the fields that I shot on that very day was with him.
Yes.
Funny enough.
It was right.
And I remember us trying to get through a gap in a hedge and cursing and that type of thing. It brought a smile to my face, And I was telling her the story and, you could see a smile in her face, and we started talking about his gun is actually in Leaks of Garden Station, or, handed in obviously when he died.
Yeah.
And she was asking me, which is a question I want to ask the FO, she was saying, how do I get it back,
Yeah.
She said, I don't want to use it, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was him, that was...
Yeah,
sure,
you know what I mean? 100%, yeah.
So what's the legalities around that,
Mm-hmm.
Can you take can you unarm it, or do you need to get a license for it, or, what's the protocol around that?
Yeah. Well, I actually know that. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
So, so that's... And I think that summed it up, There was something that, I was able to recall a story that, she necessarily didn't know about.
Okay.
But put a smile on everything. And you're talking about, and people across the country have them types of stories, be it fishing, be it hunting, be it traditional fox hunting. As I was, funny enough, the traditional fox hunter who was talking to me on the page was all aspects of fox hunting was the
right.
So it's contradictory. But anyway,
yeah.
But there you go.
It gives you a class, a prime example.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to touch on that, if you don't mind, just with that girl's case there. And it's sad in a way. Like I see for like, so there's a friend of mine, right, and his father no longer hunts, right?
Yeah.
And he has a firearm there that he doesn't particularly want to license himself, but he doesn't want to hand it in because he thinks it'll be destroyed, and he likes the history that goes with it, But there is, for anyone that's out there that's wondering what the story is there, what you can actually do. Now, it is expensive, okay? Because the reason is you have to get the firearm effectively decommissioned.
Decommissioned, yeah.
And there's the only company that does that, it's called Proof in it, is in the UK. So the gun has to be shipped over, transported over to this company. They will do the proper procedures and give you all the paperwork to be able to say the firearm has been officially decommissioned. So then it becomes a piece of art or an antique or whatever it is. It doesn't need a firearms license with it then. But it is expensive, but it certainly can be done. That's the one thing there's really, as to the best of my knowledge, there isn't a company there that can do that. Now, I'm 100%. If there is, I'm asking you, please reach out to me.
Yeah.
And we'll have a chat with us, we'll get you on. But from what I have been told, there wasn't a company here that was registered to do it.
Okay.
Okay? So there is a company which is crazy.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Ridiculous. And again, lads, if I'm wrong on that, please pick me up and contact me, let me know. And we'll give you a plug, 100%.
Yeah.
But I do know of a few people that's in a situation like that have a firearm, love the history that goes with it, don't want to hand it in, but don't necessarily want to have to license it again and go through all the procedure. And as well as that, doesn't it make more sense? Like, why go through all the licensing and become another licensed, registered firearm that's not going to be used for its intended purpose when you can actually just turn it into a lovely piece of memorabilia?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's safe
wall,
and you can hang it on the wall.
Yeah.
So it certainly can be.
Yeah. We'll do a little bit more delving into that.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we can see if but yeah, and I think that probably sums it up, where there's stories and traditions and like the one thing I took from the challenge, I remember thinking what Sam said to us when we were out duck hunting across the lake, less than 1% of all the hunters will get to do what we're doing today.
Yeah.
And definitely on that day, there's very few got to do what we did.
Without.
So you're making a memory. Now, some of it wasn't the nicest of the memories, but we're talking about, laughing about it, and there's a lot of lads had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. So no, I think it was great, and I think bigger and better things are going to come this year. Yeah, with the podcast and with challenges and various.
Absolutely, we've some really, like what we said before Christmas. I think we can definitely announce his name. We've a great chef coming on.
Yeah. Chef Jack there. He's going. I've been chatting to him actually. He's actually in a gym. He was sort of a mutual friend. But Jack O'Keefe, I've been chatting to him there. You'll see him. He just be on Ireland AM and stuff like that. But we had a chat with him. He's going to come on the podcast, do a couple of recipes for us. A couple of venison recipes of different bits and pieces, and so he'll be a great man to have on us and chat to him about stuff as well,
Yeah, and hopefully get a little bit more. We did the poll yesterday. The amount of feedback from that and the recipes. So there's the one big thing that I noticed from that poll. Obviously, venison was the resounding winner of all the game meats.
Yeah.
And we left a little poll box with other meats. Obviously you've woodcock, snipe, and pigeon and rabbit, etc.
Yeah.
But there's woodcock come up a few times as the king of game meats.
Yes.
And I've heard that a few times. And I'd love. I really love to find a few nice recipes for that and snipe, and most definitely, I think we need to reevaluate pheasant, because there's, as you know, a favourite in our house is pheasant blue johns, but I'm confident that a man of Jack's standing capability, he's going to throw something out of the bag there in terms of a really nice pheasant recipe, and put that back on the. So we can get just some lovely pictures. You probably know them, Brian, over in England, where the old what would you say, the old butchers and that, all the pheasants
hanging up, you never see that here.
No,
never see that here.
And like, surely to God, with all the pheasants that are being shot around the country, and there's a market for it, obviously, but I think we need to get back to knowing that the older people, the older generations, know how to cook these meats.
Yeah.
It's different cooking. It's not like your chicken where it's flavours out. You throw it in a slow cooker and leave it there.
No.
It has to be treated a little bit differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the older generations knew how to cook it.
Knew how to cook it. Yeah. I dropped the pheasant up actually only yesterday. The manistic one to an aunt of mine. I was telling you about it before.
Yes.
This road, and I just kind of said to her, I says, "What do you breast them now?" I said, "One idea or what?" And she looked at me like I had two heads. Breast them? I wouldn't. No way. She says, "It'll be roasted."
Yeah.
And we says, "But you ever just?" And she says, "Not." She says, "You're wasting half the fucking meat for only breast them."
Yeah.
And that's the real, old school kind of. Do you know what I mean? She was like, and I've tasted, and I never actually. I was too young at the time to really get into the details of how she cooked it. I've tasted one of her roast pheasant before, man. With the whole, I don't know how she does it, but absolutely.
But you see, there you go. It's a dying art,
Yeah.
Look, I had very little input from I remember an uncle of mine used to come home and shoot a little bit when he came home from England, Uncle Jack. But other than that, game wasn't really around me, so my dad didn't hunt. So it was anything I've learned, I've kind of, probably learned, by either hearsay or learned myself. So, and I remember trying roast pheasant for the first time and taking it out of the oven, all excited. And Jesus, I was chewing it for half a week after.
Yeah.
So I never roasted again.
No,
that's
exactly.
a shame.
And it turns you off it. Yeah, it does. Exactly. It turns you off it. Yeah.
Same thing with venison. I remember the first venison steak I ever cooked. It was like the toughest piece of leather. Because I overcooked it,
Okay, yeah.
Because you're afraid of it. You're afraid to
you learn these things, yeah.
Yeah, so I think a man like Jack is going to bring a whole different dimension to that.
Oh, man, without a shadow of a doubt. I can't wait. Tell you what I'm going to say to you here. If we get a chance the weekend, I'm going to put you in the pressure now.
Go on.
So I've been...
Under the fucking pressure a lot.
I'm always landing the show on you. We might try and get out somewhere for a pigeon. Because did you see the amount of lads that's on about pigeon? We try and get out and get a couple of pigeon and we'll cook them.
Yeah.
And we'll just see what the fuss is all about.
We might just even message Jack for a quick, simple recipe.
Boom, if he has one there, what's the best way?
Two of us get out, get a couple of pigeon.
Get a couple of pigeon and we'll cook them up and see what it's like. I'm absolutely dying to taste them.
Funny, it's mad, because we've said this a few times, but I think we'd be driving along the van and I'd say something and he'd be saying to me, I was just fucking thinking that. Last night, that was one of the I think one of the guys said...
burgers.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But the pigeon, definitely, just... I've had it once before. I remember seeing it, the show years ago, and I remember it was Dunnan? Kevin Dunnan, was it?
Oh, Dunnan.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
It was down, it was a game, actually, and some of the old estates actually had a game room or something where you come in, you hung up your game beats and stuff in the old estate, you know what I mean? And pigeon, I think you were saying, I remember skin on the breast and cooked rare, and I did it once and I loved it.
Oh, wow.
Really dark meat, bit of salt and pepper, but I think if we can get a nice little recipe off it,
absolutely,
try it out.
We just could now. We'll because I know we're not doing that. There's hundreds of lads thinking.
Yeah.
We'll if we get a chance this weekend, that's something we'll try and get.
There you go. So we'll definitely do that. And we'll keep you posted on that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
We have the GDO Porrig breeding as well. We have a list of questions, and we're chatting back and forward, Porrig. So we're hopefully going to try and get that in the next couple of episodes as well.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Yeah.
If anyone has any questions for the NARGC,
send them through now.
Don't be coming to us after swinging. Why didn't you ask
this? Why did you fucking say that? Yeah.
Because we're trying to squeeze as much as we can in. Obviously, there's loads of stuff going on in the NRGC at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to touch on a lot of stuff. We'll be going back and forward anyway, but we're trying to get the guys on board a little bit more regularly.
Definitely.
Use us as the medium between our number one governing body and the guys on the ground.
Yeah.
So there's two, and then obviously we've the FO
going to come on as well. Yeah. Definitely in the coming weeks as well.
Yeah.
And likewise, any questions you have, get them onto us. Obviously we know to say that we have the question. Number one question was, why is it taking so long?
Yeah,
that's
the fucking biggest one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, is there any way we could streamline it, and what's the plans for all that sort of stuff as well? But I think going forward, like this year, we have big plans this year. Obviously, like the shooting season will be predominantly being finished up in the end of February, but the fishing will only be starting, and that's one. I think we're definitely going to try and dip our toe a lot more into that, aren't we? And
absolutely. But then we've vermin control and pigeon.
We're going to do a couple. Maybe we might even tie about having a competition during the year, a pigeon shoot. Because that's pretty big, during the summer.
Landed on you as well. The and actually a local farmer. Now I think, as far as I know, some of the if you feral pigeon in amongst cattle sheds and stuff like that, you can get in bother, I think, with reps and stuff like that. So I think the farmers have to keep them managed as well.
Yes.
But local farmers come to me, needs a couple of guns, get rid of a few feral pigeons, so we have a day shooting there.
Yeah, absolutely. And
also, now this is coming from Rob. He asked me specifically to say this. because Gaz slept on the night with the IHP, and neither of us completed the challenge, even
though we got the slight leg up, but we won't dwell on that.
You were 300, we had 2, but anyway, and I only had a half a hunter with a moustache. Jesus Christ, he woke up, the man half dying, and he's still
fair play to you, Rob. You put in a fair
shift, man.
Folks.
Yeah, he's thrown down a gauntlet. He's saying that to settle it, the clay pigeon shoot.
A clay pigeon shoot?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's my ultimate weakness, man.
There you go. Look at
holy fuck. Clay pigeon shoot.
Yeah, right. So it's I think it's only over in early there, so we'll tip on one of the days, and we'll keep the guys posted. So I'll get Rob to set that up, and I
may use yours. I'm not going to let a big pump action.
Wait till you get your new machine.
Oh, that was the fun. Holy Jesus! Look well, I think I'm a moss for pump action. So, fucking hell.
But there you go. So that there's some nice days going. We're you'll have to bear with us on the social media stuff. We're getting a little bit better. We're two dinosaurs, but we're starting to get a little bit more interactive. And we've hit over 520 or 530 followers on Facebook. We've only been up that a couple of weeks now.
That's brilliant, yeah, Jez. That's fucking brilliant, yeah. Exactly. Get on there and give us the fucking like.
I like and share. We've been running a few competitions as well. We've some. There's huge interest in the hoodies, and we've polos and tees and stuff like that. So, Sarah in Studio Print is running us off a few more. So we'll be running a few competitions and stuff like that. We hand out a few hoodies. And we get that kind of stuff
exactly. Going. We are also going to be going down. It has to be the next couple of weeks. We're going to be going down with Norman.
Yes,
Norman's going to bring us out for a day. So we're going to do a good sort of video session on that, and show you all that's involved in it, and from start to finish. Both of us will be going down and give you real insight. So people that's out there, and I know there's any Mounties out there because we've been on to us. If you don't have a deer license and you want to see what it's all about, there is no better way to do it than
I think he has a post up there at the minute, and funny enough, it's gas. We've been getting a few messages from overseas, some Americans who didn't understand some of the. One of the questions: why is our beer so dark?
Oh my God, you guys who do it, Aaron?
Yeah, we don't just jump around and dance.
Exactly, drink beer, fight each other.
Yeah. Do that half the hunting. So there's if any of our overseas friends, Norman is taking bookings, I think, at the minute now for 2023.
2023 season, yeah.
So he'll take care of all your needs, your car, your gun, your accommodation.
Yeah.
He'll bring you up shooting.
Yeah.
He'll point you at the deer.
Yeah.
So this is he's a professional outfit, serious guy. So if any of you want to come over to, in my opinion, one of the best. I haven't shot anywhere else, but I follow shooting pages all over the world. And it's my opinion based on, like, if I'm looking at, we do as well. We follow some of the whitetail, the amount of disease and stuff like that.
Holy shit, man! Yeah, 100%, And you think there's pros and cons to living in a smaller country. Like, we don't have to trek for 7 days. And get a fucking helicopter into a place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
there's loads, and I think it's one of the best places in the world. I think that's
and I'd say the quality of meat is probably
second to none.
I'd say I'd say it won't be best. So there's loads of stuff coming on. We want to buy a boat. That's the next thing I'm going to.
We have a petrol tank for a boat, Brenny. Have it in the van. So we need the trailer, the boat, the engine.
But the petrol tank, we're grand. Don't worry about the petrol tank.
You get the hang of this fucking shotgun thing as well. If I can shoot, that would be
a
bonus.
Sure, look, we'll get the boat. Yeah. So there's loads of stuff going on. And then, as well as that, obviously, probably the biggest female hunter on the planet. We've been chatting to Joanna Claremont. You'll see her on Instagram. She's been out with Norman as well. She done a hunt with Irish Safaris this year as well. So we have been chatting to Joanna, and she's going to come on the podcast as well. So
really exciting stuff.
We're very excited to chat to her now and just hear her backstory and how she got as I suppose as successful in it as she is.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to have the likes of her on as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And look, she might even take part in some of the challenges over the next.
And it's just never know.
Never know.
Just never know. But that's about it, isn't it?
That's about it for today, anyway. So
our episode. So are we on season 2 now? No, we'll keep it season 1. Are we? Season 1, episode 14.
Essentially, we're still in the season. We'll still leave it season 1.
Season 1, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's it for now. Happy New Year again to you all. Look after yourselves.
Yeah. Safe shooting, guys.
Safe shooting, and
we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, talk to you next week. All right. Take it easy.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.